Alright. Emem, what are we gonna do with you? Let's start going down celerity. In certain situations, allows you to slow down the environment around the character while using celerity vision. Pickpockets are available. All right.
I'm guessing you tipped Pizori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
It took some big risks. Or I took some big risks.
I almost didn't make it out. I could have ended up a guinea pig in their strange experiments.
Don't be ridiculous. We would have realized you'd gone missing soon enough. I would have sent someone to get you. Ugh, that's enough brooding. That's not why I brought you here. I have a new favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delsin and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delsin?
We need to blind them, from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, Emem. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Can we do that remotely?
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see.
Can I take someone with me?
Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it.
Well, let's get on with it.
So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people, so we might as well send in the riffraff. The Anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us, let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Why me?
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the Anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
I'm not comfortable with the idea of sending them to be slaughtered. It's despicable.
It's just politics, and it's probably your only chance to come back in one piece.
What if I refuse?
I won't let you. Your conscience is of no concern to me. The only thing that matters is our survival. And too bad if it keeps you up at night.
The true face of the Camarilla.
Alright, what's next?
Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every Anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one Anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various Anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the Council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, Emem. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
We have to do it now? Good lord.
Emem, there you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
I missed you.
Don't apologize. I missed you, McAndrews. The Jefferson Library, it was hell. I really thought I wasn't gonna make it, that I wouldn't see you again.
Excuse me?
That's all that inspires in you?
You haven't spoken to me like that since our breakup. I'm just a little surprised.
What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Emem.
Oh shit. That was the memory.
I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Damn. Imagine having that memory erased.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
I should tell her about the memories.
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
My attack?
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want.
That's it.
That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Emem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
She said too much.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
Keep exploring the place before leaving. Take the elevator in April Bosley's office to go to the prince's apartment.
Alcohol. Ugh. I always hated that smell.
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
You're a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now, shake a leg.
I'd better hurry. A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The Swan's Nest. I hope it's worth it. I didn't know Hazel was into music.
BFDAC. BFDAC. Bifdac. You know the high regard I have for your advice and the even higher value I place on our special arrangement. That is why I asked you to carry out the task we discussed yesterday, a task that you were extremely reluctant to undertake. I appreciate your objections, but the Hartford Chantry is our best option right now. And when I say right now, it's because I'm counting on the situation changing. A change you yourself would be party to. In the interest of my projects, I cannot reveal the details, especially in writing, but keep in mind that I know where you are from and what your ancestors went through. Hartford is nothing more than a means, a tool. A tool can be replaced. Help me, and when the time comes, I will help you. Fondly. My prince, I have passed you your request for some information about Mr. Underwood to Jason Moore. I can only congratulate you for taking such initiative. I have observed a steady increase in Mr. Underwood's contacts with mortals around the globe, particularly in South America and India. He's very secretive, but he hides his financial transactions better than his clients. He has a need to control everything at all times, and uses every channel at his disposal to keep up with the latest news. Like most blue bloods, he's a workaholic who trusts no one but himself. Let's see. The interdependence he has cultivated makes him a threat to your interests. It would be very easy for him to bypass your authority if he felt like it. He has many ways of applying pressure. Did not mention here the business of the other members who are dependent on his goodwill, but I'm enclosing several documents showing these connections.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. There are faint marks on the wall.
I need to find a key.
Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit, I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
As per advance information, your child was found in a warehouse off Offenbach Street. The area was deserted and I entered the premises at approximately 2:20 a.m. His head hit a metal railing many times, stopped moving altogether. I stayed there until the fire was over. Your child is now ancient history.
I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead.
Let's see. Not long after an unauthorized embrace, she was sentenced to final death by the Hartford Tremere. He's come to New England to settle score with Hartford. For instance, we can make him a part of the Boston court. Shouldn't be too hard to make him your puppet, especially if we promise to solve his problem. It's up to you to decide. However, I think that's a golden opportunity that it would be a shame to pass up. I plan to stay a few more days to clarify some points. I'm sending you this message through a reliable servant. Then I will return to court as soon as possible. See if I'm missing anything. Still need to find a key.
There are faint marks on the wall.
Just might not be able to. Oh wait, I bet I put the miniature swan here. There's the key.
I wonder if...
Oh, it's actually just BF. B. F. D. A. C.
That noise. Something moved. So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies?
Dear Jason, as Prince of Boston, you know I'm always looking for opportunities to expand my domain. A few of my counselors have brought an opportunity to strengthen our hold on Boston's nightlife to my attention. I would like you to evaluate the acquisition of a number of venues. A specific list is attached to this letter. These venues happen to be currently used by Emem Lewis, whom you do not know very well. She is one of our kind, but I ask for your utmost discretion regarding this matter.
That explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep.
My prince, I have heard that you fear the departure of my sire, Caleb Bazori. Indeed, the progressive departure of the eldest among us is a matter of concern, especially when it involves such a loyal and valuable element as Caleb. Nevertheless, I believe I have a way of keeping him at your disposal for a while longer. My sire is rather infatuated with a promising young woman. He wishes to embrace her more than I've ever seen him desire anything. Why, you may ask? Why choose to have another child when you already have a child as accomplished as myself? I wouldn't dare to comment on the subject myself, and I would join you in your question. So the Zhu Fang, as the object of his desires is named, would be formally presented to you very soon. You know how dear old Bazori stands on tradition. Of course, he will only embrace her when you have given him permission to do so. That is why I suggest you use some obscure excuse, such as the overcrowding of Boston, for example, to stall for time. He will understand. If there is anything Caleb is good at, it's understanding princes, even when they make decisions that go against his interests. Ask him for more time, postpone it, or even simply ignore his requests, and he will be all more ready to prove his worth to you and to show you he deserves it. I obviously do not expect any form of compensation for this advice. The mere act of serving my prince in the court of Boston, of performing my duty in short, is payment enough for me.
Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out...
Dear Mrs. Iverson, it is with a heavy heart that I confirm that I carried out your order last night. Halsey is no more, so you will most certainly experience less fear of new incidents. I've already made arrangements at the Institute for Leisha because I'm certain that she will be shocked and that she will become unwell. While I understand your reasons, with all due respect, I must warn you that Halsey's disappearance will not necessarily result in an increased potential for Leisha to have visions. I will tell Leisha there has been an unfortunate accident, and if required, I will manipulate her memories to avoid the worst. You can count on my discretion, and I will be tomb regarding this matter. Sincerely yours. There's a second
That explains why
page
Hazel's
to
holding
this.
off. Bazori is a loyal dog. and Hazel's got him on a short leash.
During Quentin King's reign, Caleb Bazori was always above reproach, performing every task assigned to him without batting an eye. He is a consummate tool for doing dirty work, and he is cold and efficient. I won't even begin to tell you how many thin-blooded anarchs or dissidents he has faced and defeated. Such overwhelming loyalty to your predecessor would suggest that he be sidelined or even removed. Nevertheless, I urge you not to rush down this path. On the contrary, keeping Caleb Bazori as close to you as possible seems to be the wisest thing to do. Indeed, his loyalty was not to Quentin King, but to the role of the prince, and today that is you, Mrs. Iverson. Caleb Bazori could quickly become one of your best assets. I remain at your disposal to provide you with the reports on his various missions, but a reading of everything seems unnecessary, as there's far too much of it. Alright, let's get out of here. We've seen enough.
I should go. It's gonna be a long night. First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Alright. You decided to investigate the Prince of Boston. You discovered the Prince of Boston's best-kept secrets. You could have discovered that Beryl Underwood and Caleb School, Zhu Feng were up to something. You could have discovered a secret about your sire, Hilda McAndrews.